Every day I wake up.
Ready to secure the bag?
Yep.
We're talking finances with City Girl JT.
Period.
Jini Thorton.
Not quite a city girl, but a girl that is in the city. That is our Jini Thorton, ladies and gentlemen. Man, she's helping you with the money matters, man, because money is always the motive. Good morning, Queen.
Good morning. Good morning. That was hilarious.
So, man, what are we talking about this morning?
Well, I know folks have been doing a whole lot of shopping, and I know it was Good Friday. Today is Cyber Monday, but I want to talk about Giving Tuesday, which is tomorrow. I want to make sure folks know how to give tomorrow.
Okay, and here's the thing. Like, with it being so close to the end of the year, a lot of people looking for weird loopholes and stuff like that to do write-offs. So giving is kind of a great way to do something good and also kind of help yourself out on the back end, right?
It is. So for those of us who itemize on our taxes, and people know if they do or don't, you either itemize or you take the standard deduction. But if you do itemize, yes, you can actually write off your gifts on your taxes. So there's absolutely an incentive to you, because if you get to write it off, of course, that means we get to pay less in taxes. So you absolutely want to take full advantage of that if you qualify.
I was going to say, Jini, isn't there also kind of a bit of a cap to some of it as well? Because I know, so at the end of the year, I always get certain clothes if I have gently used clothes,
right.
Shoes, electronics, televisions, things like that. Instead of just throwing it away, I'll wrap it up and bring it down to the Goodwill. I'll bring it down to one of those places, and they give me a kind of like a receipt.
Right.
And a lot of times they let you fill out like what the value of that is. Can you speak a little bit to that and also the caps? Because every time I do it, my dad's like, well, you can only do a certain amount. You can't just say I just donated $1 million worth of stuff and think that's going to just be on your taxes, right?
So what you're talking about are non-cash gifts or non-money gifts, and there's tons of ways that we can give that way. So you're talking about donating items of value. So this is the perfect time to walk around our houses and see what no longer serves us but could be beneficial to someone else. So it isn't that there's a limit on how much that you can donate. However, once you go over a certain number, that's when you're going to have to itemize. So please don't get crazy with this. If the items that you're donating are only worth $100, please don't put $2,000.
Exactly.
That's when you're going to get in trouble with the IRS. So please donate. You can donate cars. You can donate furniture. Again, anything that no longer serves you, you can certainly donate, but please don't lie about the value.
Okay, what if it's like a picture of the Mona Lisa, but not quite the Mona Lisa? Like, you can't tell me how much that's truly worth. It's a personal thing.
Well, all I'm saying is I don't want to be debating with the IRS about that, and I don't think you want to either. But let me mention one more thing. You can donate things like miles or points. You can obviously donate your time and talent. That's really important. But Amazon has this amazing program called Amazon Smile. So when you shop, Amazon donates 0.5% of the price of eligible purchases. And there's no fees or no extra cost to you. So just by shopping, you can be donating. So please check out Amazon's Smile program as well.
Gotcha. Now, for those who just joined us, we're talking to Jini Thorton, our money expert. Now, anybody who spent any considerable amount of time on the internet, you know that the internet shopping place is pretty much Scandinavia. Like, mad scams is happening, even in the donating space. So if you want to find out if an organization that you want to donate to is legit, what's the best ways to make sure that everything's on an up and up with them?
Okay, here's a few websites you can check out. One is called Charity Navigator. Okay. Another one is called Charity Watch, Guide Star, and even the Better Business Bureau has a section called Wise Giving Alliance. So please feel free to vet the organizations, whether you're giving them $5 or $500. You want to make sure that they're legit.
Yeah. I always look as well when I'm donating for like them to say it's a 501c3 or that you can, by donating, you can write this off on your taxes, and that they make sure they give me a legitimate receipt too.
That's really important. And another thing, too, people have to realize about 501c3s, their tax returns, which are Form 990s, they're actually public.
Yes.
You can see those. So you can go to foundationcenter.org or you can go to the Nonprofit Explorer, and you can see the organizations that you're interested in. You can see their tax returns, how much money that they're receiving, and how they're actually giving it away.
Now, Jini, we got one more question from one of our Morning Hustle constituents who says, what can you do if you're concerned about how a charity or church is spending their money.
Well, one thing that that's really important to me is I'm always looking for or asking for transparency, because I want to see, are they willing to show or report how much money they're getting and how they're spending the money. And for any nonprofit that's listening, any church that's listening, the more transparent you are, the more people are likely to give. I think it's important at least quarterly that people are sharing that information. You should not have to beg for it, but I certainly have no issue asking if I plan on giving.
Well done. Well, Jini Thorton, thank you for the info. And I was looking at this thing. It says, like, last year there was $2.47 billion raised on last year's Giving Tuesday. Let's beat that. I think we can top that, okay?
Let's do it.
We saved a lot of money not shopping for clothes last year because everybody was in the house, right? We're weird. I bought this last year, and I just pulled it out for the first time today. Wasn't going nowhere. Jini, love you, Queen. If people want to follow you, where do they go?
Please follow me at Jini Thornton. That's JiniThornton.
There she go. That's our JT, our very own city girl who gets you to the money, Miss Jini Thornton. And speaking of the money, we got some for you. The cash grab is up to $9,000. And in a little bit, the phone's going to ring, or we could be calling you. It's the Morning Hustle.
We do it for the culture.
Don't get it confused.
It's the Morning Hustle with Head Crack, AZ Ans, L'Oreal.
Hustle.
The Morning Hustle.